level in 2024 as they earn the promotion. One of the 4 teams added to the premier level.
Side out.
Tereschenko playing on the right side, Judit Castillo on the left.
One of the things to watch for in this one, Cameron, is Rohrabacher and Kawamoto are one of the most successful teams in MLP at getting to the line, but one of the least success rates winning at the line.
Point.
Per the stats supplied by our friends at Real Clear Stats. Shout out to them for that interesting stat on the Rohrabacher-Kawamoto team.
Pressure applied.
Second serve.
On the side of Kawamoto and Rohrabacher.
1-0-2.
Brooklyn pickleball team taking a loss earlier today to the Dallas Flash. 1-3. The win came at their second mixed doubles combination of Newman and
0-1-1.
Kawamoto.
That was a really good match. All 4 of those doubles matches were very close. Bar and Rohrabacher had the Johnsons down 10-4.
0-1-2.
They came back for a 12-10 win.
That was incredible. Georgia Johnson, 18-1. When combining her gender doubles score as well as her mixed double scores. That's just off the paddle. Kawamoto and into the top of the net.
Again, we see good defense and good movement by Rohrabacher and Kawamoto. Just a little bit of trouble with the putaways.
Second serve.
Another ATP attempt. This time it's Judit Castillo.
That's a great backhand roll by Rohrabacher. Good aggressive shot.
1-0-2.
Irina Tereschenko back to serve. Started playing professional pickleball back in 2016.
Point.
Slight miscommunication there between Rohrabacher and Kawamoto on that middle ball.
2-0-2.
Tereschenko played collegiate tennis in Texas at Texas Tech. Went on to coach as well. And since then, she has kind of been one of the queens of Major League Pickleball. In the early stages of these events, she was winning just about everything.
It's probably
3-0-2.
her or Zane Navratil. Who's got the most wins?
Point.
So far, SoCal doing a good job speeding up the ball. Able to win points.
4-0-2.
Coffin corner for Tereschenko.
That's a good play there. Good patience. One of those things you want to do on the ATP is wait as long as you can. Tereschenko waited till his ankle high, and then was also able to loop it, curve it in.
Rohrabacher says, I've had enough.
Zero, 5-1. Second
High
serve.
two-handed backhand, Judit Castillo. Castillo, a nominee from 2024 for the most
0-5-2.
improved at the challenger level. That was with the Las Vegas Night Owls. She went 26 and 20, winning 50% of her matches.
Yeah.
Point.
Whoever drafted her did a really smart move. She was known
1-5-2.
mostly at the time as a singles player, but she was improving at the time as a doubles player and has continued to improve as a doubles player. Tereschenko being very aggressive in this match.
What a dig, but it's paired with a massive right hand of Kawamoto. Starting to work their way back in, the Brooklyn Pickleball team. Tereschenko taking an extra second after the long rally.
2-5-2. Point.
Rohrabacher has the ability to take over a match. Let's see if she can do it here now.
3-5-2.
3-5.
Foot fault. Left foot. Point.
A little toe tap, and Tereschenko with a wry smile looking at our official. That's a 4-point run.
Yeah, this one turned around quickly.
4-5-2. Point.
Make it a 5-point run.
Yeah, suddenly everything going wrong for SoCal and right for Brooklyn.
5-5-2.
Nice reset from Tereschenko.
Point. Timeout change.
Rohrabacher slides to her left and finds the open side on her right. And all of a sudden, the 6-point run. The Brooklyn Pickleball team has decided to change the game. Next.
6-5-2.
As the Brooklyn Pickleball team is on a streak, a 6-point streak in the women's doubles matchup.
Side out.
Trying to slow the bleeding. So at the change of ends, what might have been said on the side of the SoCal Hard Eights?
5-6-1.
Well, I think they start out the aggressive team, and what switched around is Brooklyn became a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to preemptively become aggressive, if you will. I think SoCal needs to go back to what got him that 5-0 lead, and that was aggression.
6-6-1.
Trying to play shorter points. Nice play by Castillo. This point's got everything. ATP defense.
Why not throw in a lob?
Yeah.
Point.
As my friend Dave Weinbach would say, that was a Villages lob.
The rest of the SoCal Hard Eights are loving this one. Blaine Hovenier on the sidelines, as well as Ryan Fu. Jalina Ingram also added recently to this roster. She got some action yesterday.
7-6-1.
Actually, a nice mixed doubles win as well. An ankle breaker just off the edge of the paddle.
That I formation does not work too well.
Two great coaches in this matchup as well. We got Adam Stone on the side of the SoCal Hard Eights and Kyle
7-6-2.
McKenzie for the Brooklyn Pickleball team.
Side out.
Got Rohrabacher on the left.
I think we're going to see a lot of firefights going forward. I think both teams are
6-7-1.
aggression's paying off for them.
Now with serve in hand, they switch it up once more. Seems like they're starting to attack that low backhand side of Castillo. Finding some success there.
Yeah, last year she played with Vegas with Zoe Wong, and Judit played right side. So I think she's a little more used to right side.
Speaking of right side, they find her there. Another ball to the Brooklyn Pickleball team and another point. A look to Adam Stone, coach of the SoCal Hard Eights. I know you just got a little glimpse of you on the, big screen here in stadium. I love that. There's the smile from Adam.
8-7-1.
Slow attack right through the middle. They're testing Tereschenko laterally.
Timeout SoCal.
Yeah, she's wearing a knee brace. You want to test her mobility.
9-7-1.
That's one way to do it.
Second serve.
Slide and open up the backhand. Castillo.
9-7-2.
Some calculated contacts on both sides of the net. Game point.
10-7-2. Side out.
Staying alive, SoCal finds the side out.
It was a good cover there on the by Tereschenko on the drive by Kawamoto. I thought that was open. Back to Rohrabacher on the left. I'd like to see a switch by Kawamoto and Rohrabacher.
8-10-1.
They do just that.
Yeah. See Rohrabacher just a lot more comfortable on that right side where she can slide right and hit a powerful backhand.
Just so smooth on those consecutive strikes. Second serve.
Yeah, they switch again. That's a smart move.
Side out.
The right move for Brooklyn. Earn the ball back and a second look at game point.
Sticking with Kawamoto on the left.
10-8-1.
Yeah.
And catches the body and catches the win. The Brooklyn Pickleball team started down, found their game about the midway point in this match, went lights out, and have the 1-0 advantage.
Try to win quicker points.
0-0-2.
Longer points are going to favor Newman and Bar.
Just 25 years old is Ryan Fu. His partner, 24 years old. A couple of tennis products. Fu out of University of Michigan and Bryant University. Blaine out of UCLA and SMU.
Hovenier's been playing pretty well this week. I expect Newman and Bar to target Fu a lot.
In terms of experience, Bar 32, Newman 31. And
Side
there's
out.
Fu.
It's a good play there by Ryan.
Zero, 2, 1. Second serve.
Nice depth to that return from Newman.
0, 2, 2. Point.
I love the fire, the fight on the side of the SoCal Hard Eights. Hovenier's got plenty of it.
1, 2, 2.
Mix up in the middle there for Fu and Hovenier.
Some of our taller athletes out there as
2,
well,
1, 1.
between Hovenier at 6'4", Newman around 6'2", 6'3".
Point.
Of course, Dekel Bar is up there as well.
That's what we've seen earlier today from Dekel Bar. A lot of
3,
activity.
1, 1.
I think he had 3 bursts in one match alone. That's long.
Point. Four, 1, 1.
Skids that right off the toe of Newman.
Yeah, that was a beautiful ATP. Waited a long time. Used the two-hander so he could
4, 1,
curl
2.
it back into the court.
Side out.
I'll give it to the SoCal Hard Eights on some of their returns, challenging the thirds of Brooklyn.
1, 4, 1.
Quick hands, Fu keeping his hand out in front.
Newman got that one up a little bit on Dink.
Two, 4, 1. Second serve. 2, 4, 2.
There's the Ernie and the payoff from Newman.
That's Riley's favorite
4, 2,
shot,
1.
the big pancake.
Sliding right back across, that's Ryan Fu. You get a chance to catch some of his intel on Instagram.
4, 2, 2.
He's coaching alongside James Ignatowicz. Some really good videos put out on social media if you want some pickleball tips from that crew. Of course, his longtime friend since he was about
5, 2,
11
2.
years old. They grew up playing tennis together.
Side out.
Yeah, a little feast or famine on the drives from Dekel Bar. Both were big. One of them a winner, one of them into the net.
2, 5, 1. Point.
Net no friend that time to Riley Newman.
3, 5, 1.
Flying across his Fu.
Second serve.
What would you say the ceiling is for this team of Hovenier and Fu?
What's that?
What would you say the ceiling is for this duo of Fu and Hovenier?
Well, Hovenier's been improving since last year. Fu is not improved quite as much. So it remains to be seen. Ryan's had some trouble, you know, just with the basics of pickleball. You got to master those things, you know, the resets, counters, and so on. He has not.
Well, right now he's playing the left side, looking real good.
I mean, it's tough out there these days in a PPA tournament to make the round of 16 is an accomplishment. There's a lot of really, really good players. The level of play increases probably 15% every year, so you got to improve 20% if you want to make up. It's not easy.
And it keeps going. A reminder, Fu just turned pro last year, and guess what? His partner did too. There's room to grow for sure on the side of the SoCal Hard Eights.
3-5-1.
Testing that hand speed. Can they get it done on their serve,
Second
though?
serve.
Fu trying to bring the pace. I don't blame him.
Well, again, I think that's one of those things to learn as a veteran. Dekel Bar actually is sort of probably taking something off his serve, making sure he gets it in. It's pretty costly to miss a serve.
Side out.
Bar and Newman decide to stay on their sides. That last one earned the side out.
5-3-1.
And a shot is fired from Ryan Fu. I mean, some of those dinks are just an inch above the height of the net.
Yeah, that ball is going well out, but it's right at Dekel Bar's chest. He's got no option but to try to counter it.
Fu cuts that one down. And Riley Newman says, yeah, right. He's had enough of Ryan Fu pulling the trigger. 6-3 with a little stare down and a walk-off from Riley Newman. Finish on the end change there from Riley Newman. Almost a little bit of a poke the bear mentality now. Let's see what Newman can do. This time it's Dekel Bar, tosses up the hands and says, what else you got?
He loves that move. Jumping on the Ernie in the backhand. Thing that interesting to watch for is Fu's been speeding up a lot off the bounce off the forehand. You know, full send, clearly an out ball, but just targeting the opponent right in the chest. We'll see if that continues. Did that time off the backhand. Bar's going to counter backhand. Riley likes, with his grip, likes to counter forehand with the pancake. And that's what he did so successfully on that one speed up. And when you do that to Riley, if you're going full send where it's going to be an out ball and he pancakes it, he is going to give you the look.
And this is the right time to take a timeout if you're the SoCal Hard Eights. You're going to try and
lose. So you got to do something different, and that's the speed up aggressive play.
Well, that's a different look. Cross court, and then the redirect back down the line. Hovenier.
I think Bar got a little bored and shifted toward the middle a little too early and too much.
3-8-1.
But Hovenier's been thinking well off the forehand.
Second serve.
And again, that's the challenge when facing somebody as tall as Dekel Bar and as athletic.
3-8-2.
No jump too small, or excuse me, too big. Fu just wants to go head-to-head with Newman.
Well, by now, Riley and Dekel, if Fu's got a forehand off the bounce at the net, they just got to expect they're going to get a drive.
Now this is just getting cheeky. Newman throwing up a lob.
It's pretty tough to lob in men's doubles.
8-3-2.
Players are just too tall and too athletic.
Side out.
Yeah, that was a bad side out. See if SoCal can take advantage of it.
3-8-1.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Another miss serve.
You know, some people think it's a good idea, Cameron, to go for it on the serve. Serve returns are so good by these guys. Even when you get a big serve, they're able to hit a pretty effective serve return. I just don't like missing a serve.
Side out.
It's a rough sequence on both sides of the net.
Yeah.
8-3-1.
SoCal obviously could not take advantage of that bad side out by Brooklyn.
Second serve.
Suddenly we've gotten very choppy. 5 points in a row, not played very well at all by either side.
Side out.
Plenty of pace coming off the paddle of Ryan Fu. Both gentlemen head to their towels.
3-8-1.
Chance to find some points here.
Point.
Watch out. Could this be the spark? 4-8.
That's the right play. Just stick with it.
He's taking a bet on his hands right now. And against two very strong gentlemen.
Second serve.
Another good deflection from Bar.
That's going to happen. They're going to have a lot of good counters from Bar and Newman, but you got to keep after it.
I believe that ball is wide. I'm impressed with the decision making from Dekel on some of those earnies. Instead of attacking just that nice quiet touch, allows himself to get back into the point. This time it's a little ping pong on the side of Bar.
Those firefights, sometimes Dekel's got a tendency to straighten up on the second or third, as long as he stays down.
And how about a backhanded poach?
Yeah, we saw Hovenier kind of straighten up on that one. That's what's causing it to go into the net.
Brooklyn at game point, looking to go up 2-0.
Second serve.
They're still chirping,
Yeah, beautiful
even with the 6-point differential.
10-4-2.
Yeah, it seems like the match has been closer than the score would indicate.
Point game.
And that will seal it. On the second game, Brooklyn now up 2-0, and it was all hand speed and counter punches from Newman and Bar to get the 11-4 win. Now up 2-0.
Really tough assignment.
New Vulcan ball, game 3, time in.
Mustache.
0-0-2.
Our dear friend Keaton.
Point.
And we're going to get the head-to-head battle once more, even though it will be cross-court with Fu.
You know, you also
Newman.
have to be true to yourself. Castillo and Fu, I mean, you got to do what you can do well. And I think it's going to be aggression again. It's another one of these matches where long points are clearly going to favor one side. One side is clearly the steadier team, less prone to make errors and so on. So if you're Castillo and Fu, you need to end the point as early as you can. That means aggression.
Second serve.
And I mean, Newman, he's been around long enough to know this. He's just going to try to eat up that pace.
0-1-2.
Oh boy, the athleticism from Fu to get that one, come all the way back. He had it. Tremendous.
1-0-1. Second serve.
Brooklyn currently sitting at 3-4. They picked up the win over the LA Mad Drops. Their second match this weekend was against the Dallas Flash. It was a 1-3 loss there.
Point.
When you look at some of the losses, though, they've faced off against some pretty significant teams, whether that's the Ranchers, the New Jersey Fives. That one went to a dream breaker. They have a win over Miami, Orlando Squeeze, a win there, and the 2-3 loss to another solid team in the St. Louis Shock in a dream breaker.
2-0-2.
Trying to figure out exactly where this Brooklyn Pickleball team fits into the mix.
Brooklyn's a good team. Brooklyn runs out 4 solid doubles teams. I think their weaknesses, they're not going to be that good at dream breakers, relatively speaking. There's some awfully strong teams at dream breakers. So if you're Brooklyn, it's a tough assignment competing against the top teams like St. Louis and Dallas. Brooklyn really needs to win 3-1. And to win 3 out of 4 doubles matches against those teams is not easy.
Yeah, they're currently sitting at 11 standing points,
0-2-2.
earning 1.57 points per match in terms of the standings points.
Yeah, Brooklyn's
sliding scale
Brooklyn's
to 3.
highly likely to finish right around 5th at the end of the year.
1-2-2.
They're going to be behind those 3 top teams, St. Louis, Dallas, and New Jersey. And they're probably behind Texas as well. They're going to be competing with Columbus for the 5-6 spots. They're going to finish 5-6 with Columbus.
Well, and they've got to feel pretty good about their remaining opponents on the weekend. They've got Atlanta still to go, Utah, as well as Phoenix.
Yeah, it should be a good weekend for them. Those are teams that they can get some good points off of.
Point.
There's Riley again talking some smack to Ryan Fu. Ryan keeps speeding up right at him, and Riley is so good
3-1-1.
at unusually leaning left and pancaking off the forehand. You just don't see many players do that.
A little protection.
Yeah.
Some partner love there from Newman.
He's got one of the best forehand counters in the game, in part because of the way he grips the paddle. Got an unusual grip.
4-1-1.
They both wanted it. Castillo with a nice setup and finish.
Kawamoto uncharacteristically left that
4-1-2.
cross-court dink up. Started a bad sequence for them.
Point.
Nice drive there. Poking it down Fu's sideline. Keep him honest.
5-1-2.
Yeah.
Point. Timeout change.
That's the sequence that Brooklyn wants all day long. Is that cross-court game between the women. Kawamoto versus Castillo. Kawamoto.
And in the first mixed doubles matchup.
Point.
That one hurts. That's so much salt in the wound. Oh, that's just fluffed up to her.
7-1-2.
Fu doing a nice job. Out finding the kitchen, and another
Point.
closing strike from Riley Newman.
Yeah, it was a pretty good lob. Fu could not get a lot of mustard on it. Allowed Riley to hit an aggressive dropping
8-1-2.
backhand, and then he fired up to the line. Yeah.
Point.
Just a little bit too much veteran savvy here by the Brooklyn team.
And also pushing the tempo. Riley Newman already ready back to serve.
9-1-2.
Who hasn't even turned back.
That is true. When Riley's on a run, he tries to play about as fast as anybody in the game. Yeah.
Point.
He's trying to keep this rather efficient, now up 10-1. It is match point.
Well, Riley's just eating up Castillo on speed ups.
10-1-2.
And she gets a little revenge. That's a nice inside out shot.
1-10-1. Foot fault. Drag your toe, left toe. Point.
Little toe drag from Newman.
Riley wondering about that one. They could have challenged. I think I've got all their challenges still left. But at 10-2, probably figuring why bother. What a lob.
What hustle. I just was impressed with the overhead reset from Castillo from the baseline.
That was something.
Judit.
That was nuts.
They
2-10-2.
couldn't quite get out of the point, though. They couldn't quite get back to the net. Riley covering too much ground. He's covering 80% of the court there. They got to get that ball behind him. Cannot let him dominate like that.
Back to match
10-2-1.
point. And it's Kawamoto that starts the fight and finishes 11-2. And the Brooklyn Pickleball team pick up another 3 points. They now sit with a solid score heading into a Saturday filled with action. They'll get a chance to face off against Atlanta. But so far, Riley Newman and Kawamoto picking up another win for the Brooklyn Pickleball team.
Zero, 0-2.
So we'll see if they can hang in there. Oh, that's too tough.
I mean, they're just making Tereschenko run sprints right now. That's dirty in the best possible way.
No, that was a great shot by Rohrabacher. She doesn't tend to lob all that much, but that was a very smart lob, especially in mixed doubles. If the woman on the right can lob cross court, it's a very effective shot. And that was a beauty.
Side out.
And a changeup for Hovenier as well. He plays on the right side in his gender doubles. Now switches to the left in mixed.
We have 0.
Well, he's a good athlete.
Irina.
Got tall,
Irina's
good wingspan. He can play an effective left side.
0-1-1.
Great communication from Tereschenko to Hovenier.
One.
Working with a lob serve. A little bit of rainbow.
Foot fault, left foot. Second serve. Yes.
Tereschenko in a bit of disbelief.
Yeah, we've had quite a few foot faults today. More than we typically
1-1-2.
see.
Foot fall, left foot.
And another. She simply throws her hands up and walks to the sideline.
That is frustrating, but not much point in challenging.
1-1-1.
Referees rarely miss a foot fault call. Beautiful roll there from Dekel. Just caught the net, though. Threw Blaine off.
2-1-1. Second serve. Two, 1-2. Side out.
2 missed thirds. Brooklyn trying to find their rhythm. When I look to the standings now, you get a chance to see the Dallas Flash
1-2-1.
have increased their win total all the way up to 11. They're still undefeated. And one
Second
other
serve.
undefeated team so far, and that's the St. Louis Shock at 8-0. Not currently at this event.
1-2-2. Side out.
Both teams trying to find their way up to the kitchen.
2-1-1. Second serve.
That's the case for both teams while on serve. It's a problem right now.
2-1-2. Side out.
From one hold to the next.
One, 2-1.
Having to change the decision as Hovenier comes back across. Blaine Hovenier out of UCLA and SMU, like I mentioned, and also grew up in Hollywood.
Second serve.
Decided to go straight into professional pickleball from tennis. He actually played at UCLA alongside Roscoe Bellamy,
2-2-2.
who is also part of the SoCal roster, currently out with an injury. There's a strong reach from Rohrabacher.
And caught Tereschenko poaching a little bit. Nice shot. See if
2-2-1.
Brooklyn can go on a little bit of a run here and pull away.
Rohrabacher sends it back cross court and leaves Tereschenko looking at it.
Yeah, Hovenier went down the line, popped it up just a little bit. That was a really good shot by Rohrabacher to roll it so effectively. But all four of these matches have been kind of similar. SoCal kind of hangs around, seems to be playing pretty well early.
3-2-1.
Brooklyn goes on a big run.
Point.
Tereschenko leaves that wishing she hadn't. That one kind of a sitter, floater to the baseline.
Yeah, Dekel took a little off it, kept it in.
Second serve.
Really quick move there from Hovenier. Well prepped. He continues to take some prep steps now on the return.
4-2-2.
Staying locked in.
Left foot, point.
3 foot faults in one guy. I'm not sure I've ever seen that in a pro match.
Adam Stone considering challenging this.
We have challenge of the referee's fault call. Result of
And
the rally is
we're gonna look at
5-2-2. Will not proceed to video review.
I think when it's the 3rd time, you got to at least try it. That's so unusual.
What a beauty! Hovenier points to the crowd and says, "It's right now."
He took that move out of the Dekel Bar highlight reel. That's Dekel's favorite move.
2-5-1.
What an epic shot.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Point.
He got away with that one, and he knows it.
That was a full wind-up on the counter from Rohrabacher.
3-5-1. Point.
SoCal hard 8s are starting to march.
Four, 5-1.
Back-to-back points now.
Second serve.
Hovenier just a little late trying to find that
4,
forehand.
5-2.
Rohrabacher is on the left, and Hovenier evens the score, 5-all.
Now that's, again, aggressive plays.
5-5-2.
You have to just keep with that style and not foot fault. Yeah.
Side out.
Side out caused by 2, forehands into the net by Hovenier, but
Got a little extra love in that change of end.
Point.
Oh, man. Just the amount of wait time that you have to sit there and just go, man, there's no way we're getting that. There's a prayer sent with that one.
well, that's good technique by Dekel Bar. You know you're going to get slammed
7-5-1.
at you, so bend your knees, stay on low, get the paddle with 2 hands on it. Be able to better control it that way.
Beautiful dig, this time cut up. And back cross court.
Point.
It's like watching a goalie in a net. Hovenier throws up the 10 coverage tomorrow.
8-5-1. Second serve.
4 o'clock, did they check the weather before making that decision?
I think it's actually more due to the weather.
8-5-2.
They want to be having enough sun out on grandstand.
Well, they're going to get it.
Yeah,
At 4 o'clock in Phoenix, they're going to
enough
get it.
light.
Point. Nine, 5-2.
Tricky serve from Rohrabacher.
Point.
Hovenier still pumping up his partner, even on the miss. Now a game point. Match has already been secured by Brooklyn, but will they go
10-5-2.
4-0?
Point game.
was wide.
Match.
Yeah.
11-5.
Just like we've seen the other 3 matches. SoCal comes out, firing, hangs in there for a while. Brooklyn just goes on a run. You look at the scoreboard and suddenly it's 11-5, 11-4, 11-2, scores like that.
Another big-time win. The Brooklyn Pickleball team is looking to leave a mark here in Phoenix. They take down the SoCal Hard Eights 4-0, earning to Major League Pickleball presented by DoorDash. Another win and a big one. It's Dekel Bar alongside Racher Rohrabacher. The Brooklyn Pickleball team picking up the 4-0 win over the SoCal Hard Eights. And joining us now are Dekel and Rachel. Congratulations to the both of you. Dekel, I'll start off with you. When facing the SoCal Hard Eights, the second match of the day for you, what was the recovery like and what was important to keep in mind facing off against this team?
Yeah, we just had some food, talked, rested a little bit. It's pretty hot here, but it's nice to play in the evening. It's cooler, ball is harder, so it's a little bit faster, so we enjoyed that. And yeah, just bringing the energy after a loss especially was key. So it's still a long weekend, got a lot of matches, and we want to get with as many points as possible here.
Yeah, Rachel, I noticed when you were playing with Jackie, you guys were switching sides sometimes. What was the thinking on who's playing right side, who's playing left side?
Yeah, I think it's where we're seeing the most pop-ups since the ball was going a little faster. I really liked how Jackie was dinking, and then I could lean. We were getting more high balls from the forehand side, so I could lean in and kind of put that away. So, and also the person on the left seemed to be getting more thirds, so I liked Jackie's third, so I could crash in off it a little bit. So that's why we switched.
And then for Dekel and Rachel combined, I'm curious, what do you feel like your guys' greatest strength is out as a duo?
What do you think? Rachel's a rock. She makes every freaking ball, sets me up really, really well. She has also disguised attacks as well, so keeps the guy honest really well. So I feel like we set each other up, and yeah, really good at the kitchen, but we can also play fast.
Yeah.
Well, it was awesome. You guys showcased that. Congratulations on the win today, going 1-1 on this Friday action here in Phoenix. Congrats.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
All right, that secures our second day of coverage here at Major League Pickleball in Phoenix. It was a lights-out day. We played all the way till 10 o'clock p.m. And guess what? It's not going to be done. We'll get to see you.